Are your customers buying more when they use their mobile than when they use their desktop or their tablet? I really hope you have mobile bidding adjustments set up in your Google Ads account. If you don't, well, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in this video. Let's go. Hey guys, Sam here from keycommerce.com, and today we're talking about mobile bidding adjustments or device bidding in general. Okay, so something to really keep in mind before we get started is that not all searches are created equal. So when someone searches and they look for your products, your e-com store, think about what device they're on and how that's going to look in the search results, as well as how they're going to interact with your site. For example here, these are the mobile search results for Nike shoes. You see there that they can only see 2 products at once for the shopping ads. So that tells you that, hey, I've got to rank pretty highly for that search query for my shopping ads to really get that impression at the start. Otherwise, I might be down there in position 10. So that's like something to keep in mind. Something else for just like with tablet as well, it looks different. You can see more products there, but it's also not the same. With desktop, you see those products there, but also sometimes you'll see them on the side. It's going to be different depending on what device people are using to search. Now, this is why we use mobile or device bidding adjustments in general. I keep saying mobile just because there's a really clear distinction often between mobile and desktop. But tablets, we don't want to forget about tablets too. So, here is an example of some mobile bidding adjustments here. So, on the campaign level, you can adjust how much you tell Google to spend on different devices. Say, for example, you have a campaign and you're targeting Nike shoes, and you see in the data that people on mobile, if they're using their phone to search, they convert much higher than people that are on desktop. Then you can tell Google, hey, I want to spend more for those people. I want to get those people to my website because I think they're more likely to convert. So here's an example of a shopping campaign we've run. And here you can see mobile, computers, and tablets split out. This is the bidding adjustment that we make ourselves, but this is all the data. And there's more and more data you can get. You just got to unhide the columns. But you can see here that, this is the ROAS, return on ad spend, conversion value divided by cost. This is a good measure of how it's performing. See here, computers is absolutely killing it, 11 here. Well, that's why we set the bidding adjustment to 10%. So we tell Google, hey, these people are much more profitable. We generate more profit per conversion. So let's please get these people to our website. And so the same thing here, you might have a 0 because 7.39 might be still be extremely profitable. So you still want those people, but you're saying, hey, these other two classes, these other two groups of people on computers and tablets, they convert way better. So let's get them to the site. You can even see the conversion rate. Look at that, people. So this could tell us, hey, people might even be searching on their mobile, or they only buy this product when they're on their PC, when they're on their desktop here. Even though the search volume is less than mobile phones, it's converting so much more. Lower cost, way more conversion value, way more sales. So we want to tell Google, let's bid for those people. So for your own e-commerce store, think about this. What does the device that they use tell you about their situation and where they're searching? Because this is key. Just like I talked about there, about people going to the desktop to actually convert, that might be the opposite for your store. Maybe your customers, whatever your target audience is, they prefer to spend on their mobile phone. Well, think about this. If someone's on the bus, they might be on the mobile phone. So maybe all your searchers, your target audience, they go to work every day on a bus. Maybe because they're in a specific city that has a lot of public transport. Maybe they're a certain demographic that use public transport every single day to get to work. Maybe they go to the cafe and search. Maybe they're entrepreneurs with a lot of location independence. So a lot of the time they're actually at the cafe and they're using a tablet to actually do this sort of work. Maybe they're in the office. Maybe it's always on desktop. Think about where your customers are and where you're searching, and use the device bidding adjustments to target those people. So that's why you also need to look at as well. That's one side of things, but the data tells a story here, guys. So if your mobile searches aren't converting, it might not be your problem with your customers, but a problem with your website. Maybe your website looks terrible, like this website does on mobile. It's squished, you have to zoom in, and people just give up and they go, screw it, I'm going to go to my desktop and convert. This can tell you, hey, my conversion rate sucks on mobile. Maybe there's a problem with my mobile site. So also think about this, maybe you're neglecting a device. That's why, I make a lot of videos on building a website for your e-com store as well, but don't neglect all the different screen sizes. You can use Google Chrome developer tools to see the screen sizes. I won't show you in this video, that'll be in another video, but check out my other videos on building a website. But make sure you're not neglecting a device. Like mobile, a lot of time people build a website just for desktop and they don't even think about testing it on mobile, or they make sure the mobile version is just a copy but just arranged a bit differently. Some of the stores I've worked with that have been incredibly successful figured out that most of their target market are on mobile. They often come over from Facebook ads, and so they'll just make a whole new design just for mobile, and it converts so much better because the user interface is so intuitive, and it just works way better. So now think about your own store and your own customers. Like, how do they act differently depending on what device they're on? Maybe they're doing a lot of research on their tablet or on their phone sitting on the couch, but they don't want to go and grab their credit card to actually pay. So they come back later. This might tell you, hey, let's do some more retargeting, especially if they're on desktop. And this is the case a lot of time if you have a longer funnel, maybe a high ticket item where people need to research a lot, compare the different products out there, your products, competitive products, before they actually decide. Well, that's something else to think about because, a lot of people do a lot of that research. Maybe they're on their phone, on the bus, or, doing like waiting in line somewhere and they're researching and learning. So think about that for your customers. So now let's jump into Google Ads and I'm going to show you how to actually add the bidding adjustments. But that's a bit of an overview of the mindset you really want to use when you're approaching device bidding adjustments. All right, guys, let's jump into my computer. Alright guys, now we're in my computer in a Google Ads account that is absolutely killing it. We have this shopping campaign here. It's generated over 130K in profit over this period. It's been pretty insane. Let's jump into the actual campaign here and let's go on the left to devices. This is where you can see the data for your campaign to change your device bidding. You can see here, we can pull out the right columns here. So let me pull out a few more columns just to get a bit more information. So I want to see the impressions, the clicks, the CTR. You can copy the same campaigns, but use what you find necessary. I think that's really fantastic. Conversion value divided by click, value divided by conversion. Awesome stuff. So I put a lot in here just so we have a lot more to compare. But a big thing that I want to look at is conversion value divided by cost. This is basically the return on ad spend. So every dollar you put in, how many dollars do you get out? So it'll be conversion value divided by cost, these two columns here. So you can see here that, this is 7.4 times, conversion value 7.4 times the sales, the cost, sorry. So sales are 7.4 times, I got it right the second time, the cost. So this is a really good indicator of, okay, you put $1 into mobile phones and how much does that generate in actual sales? So it means that when we want to look at these different devices, we want to tell Google, hey, computers are performing so much better than mobile and tablet. So let's add a bidding adjustment to increase the amount that we will bid just if someone's on computer. And the reason we do that is because the data basically shows that. So with your own brand, if you don't have this data, I would recommend not using these at all, focusing on your product feed and your product level bidding first for shopping campaigns and your keyword bidding and your keywords and your ad copy for search campaigns. But once you have data, this is not something that you can do it based on intuition. Say, for example, your brand, you don't want anybody on mobile phones for some reason. You can just remove that out, exclude them from the campaign, and that's totally fine. But this works really well when it's based on the data. Okay, so keep in mind that the bidding adjustments you do here, that's going to then affect the actual return on ad spend. So if I increase this by 10%, you're then going to see over time that this actually decreases, maybe to a ROAS of 10. You may think, oh, Sam, that sucks. My ROAS is going down. That's the worst. Well, no, it doesn't work like that because even though your ROAS is going to decrease, you'll find that your actual number of clicks is going to increase. Why is that? Well, by increasing the bidding adjustment for computers, you're going to increase the max CPC that you're willing to pay for your shopping campaign for computers by 10%, and that's going to make you more competitive. It's going to increase your ad rank. So you're going to show higher up on average in those same search results for this campaign if someone's on a computer. And so this is going to result in higher volume of traffic. Now, this is something that you need to work out, and this is how you manage your campaigns, is basically there's going to be a balance between the actual return on ad spend and the volume of conversions. Because you could have a return on ad spend of 100, but you're going to have to decrease your bids so much to do that you may only just get one conversion. So there's going to be a balance, there's some elasticity there between increasing and decreasing your return on ad spend and the actual volume of conversions. And the result of this formula is the actual profit generated. That's why I had the profit generator before, is because you're going to be playing with this and figuring out with the Google algorithm, and it's unique to every single e-commerce store, what the actual ultimate profit generated you can get. And that might mean your ROAS goes down to 3, but you're generating so much in sales that it's actually generating more profit at the end of the day after ad spend in your pocket for your store. So that's something to keep in mind. So you can use a formula to basically work out the ultimate bidding, but it's going to change every single time that you do it, because you're playing with a whole algorithm and a whole formula that Google has, and the market and the way that the world works basically to work out your ultimate profit generator. But this is a really good way to approach it, is by looking at the data and then making little adjustments and then watching how it performs. Now, you're making these changes, but it's not in a vacuum. So the market is changing, you're changing other things in your campaigns, but it's a good move in the right direction to using the data to point to Google and say, these people on computer are killing it. Like they're really buying my stuff. Let's bid more on these guys. Anyway, guys, so it's really simple. Just do it, click that, and then you adjust them right there. This video, that's something so simple to explain in a video, but I wanted to really teach you guys the theory and mindset behind doing bidding adjustments like this, because that sort of stuff is going to inform the rest of your learning for Google Ads, PPC, Facebook ads, Bing, and even your whole business in general that you're building with your e-commerce store. Anyway, guys, I hope this video was useful. I'll see you in the next video.